The results are in. The people have spoken. Well, not really. You didn't really speak. You kind of just voted. The people have voted, and an overwhelming majority of you guys want to see me do a franchise rebuild. But I can't think for myself. No, you guys are going to have to help me decide what team I'm supposed to be rebuilding because I'm a noob. Quite honestly, I am just a noob, man. I've never done a rebuild. I tried a couple off screen. It's honestly ridiculously tough. So I'm going to need all you experts at rebuilding to help me down in the comment section figure out, you know, ways to make it easy for me to rebuild successfully. You know, I'm not a Bengal, I'm not a C4, I'm not a Mr. Hurricane. Those guys, they're experts, and those are the teams we're going to be staying away from. Yes, the Broncos, the Buccaneers, the Raiders, the Dolphins. Those are the teams that the guys I just mentioned are using, so they are off limits. Some other teams like the Redskins, the Eagles, the Rams, the Lions, the Jets, and the Panthers. There's nothing wrong with those teams. It's just that people are already doing rebuilds with their franchises in Madden 20 on YouTube, so we're not doing those either, which means we have 22 teams left to choose from. Any other team that I did not just mention is up for grabs. So the #1 team that I see in the comment section of this video with the most likes, or you know, the team I see the most, that's the team we are going to be using. There's a lot of great options even without those 10. I'm telling you, like the Vikings, that'd be pretty lit. You never know, with Harrison Smith, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs. Maybe you can draft a new franchise quarterback. Maybe we make it work with Kirk Cousins. You never know. The Chicago Bears. This one would be absolutely insane because their defense is one of the best in the NFL. You have Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson, Kyle Fuller. I'd even start mentioning Akeem Hicks and company on the defensive line. And then on offense, obviously, you know, they just got rid of Jordan Howard. They still have Tariq Cohen and they still have Mitch Trubisky. Maybe I could help Trubisky figure it out. You never know. If I can get him to be an above average quarterback, that might be an easy franchise rebuild. It might be fun doing that, man. The Bengals are another team. Andy Dalton, maybe it's time for him to go. Maybe we draft a new quarterback and see what that quarterback can do for us, man. There's still a ton of talent on this team. Eifert, AJ Green, Geno Atkins. You have the Bills, who have a ton of older talent, you know, guys like Jerry Hughes, guys like Shady McCoy, Frank Gore. So maybe we go for one last push. I don't know if they're ready. I don't know if they're ready to make a playoff push, man. Only a 73 overall. That is going to be a tough one. If you guys decide to choose the Bills, that'll be very tough. You can't use the Broncos. The Browns. This right here has so much potential because there's so many guys that are just, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Riveting, spellbinding, captivating. Yeah, I just looked up synonyms for interesting. So you catch my drift. Odell, Baker, Myles Garrett. You even have Kareem Hunt, who's like suspended for half the season. Bro, this team would be incredible to use. That's one of the teams I really want, but hey, it's up to you guys. So whatever you want to do, then I'm gonna do it. Can't use the Buccaneers. The Cardinals, yes, that's another team. Kyler Murray with David Johnson, Pat Peterson, Chandler Jones. This team would be lit too, even though they're probably not ready to compete in year one. So that's the point of the rebuild though. The point is, so it's not easy, and you make trades, you make signings, you release people. At least that's the gist of it. I really don't know. Like, you guys are gonna have to tell me any hints you have in the comment section, because I'm honestly a noob when it comes to franchise mode. Every time I do franchise mode, it's pretty much challenges and experiments and things of that nature. I don't really know how to, you know, get a team that's bad to make them good, which is going to be part of the process. You know, that's why it's a learning curve involved. Anyways, the Chargers, that's another team. This team should have been on a Super Bowl. I'm sorry. You have so much talent on this team. Guys like even Melvin Ingram aren't even shown. Keenan Allen's not even in the top 3. Bro, this team would be disgusting. 81 offense, 81 defense, 78 overall. I'm sure you guys are like typing, deleting your comment, editing, you know, oh, use the Chargers, use this team, use it. Bruh, think hard, think long and hard about who you want me to use, because it's going to be a long series. This is going to be a long series. I'm planning to do a lot of episodes until we win a Super Bowl. That's really the gist of this. If it happens in the first season, then it happens in the first season. Maybe we start another one. You never know. The Kansas City Chiefs, of course, with Mahomes, Kelsey, Andy Reid. Mitchell Schwartz is the third guy. Okay, they have some top-heavy talent. Colts, yeah, you could definitely use the Colts. Their offense is ridiculous. 87 offense. Wow, I didn't know they were that good. Darius Leonard, one of the only bright spots on the defense, a 75 overall defense. You do have Justin Houston, Al Woods, I believe. Actually, they do have some talent. What am I talking about, man? The Cowboys, they're not on the list of the 10 teams we can't use, even though their team is already stacked. I mean, this one would be pretty easy, but hey, Cowboys fans are deep. So if that's the #1 comment and it has the most likes, hey, we're using Zeke, even if he's not on the team, because he's on the team right now. And yeah, it's my franchise, not real life. So hey, I'm using my man's Ezekiel Elliott. If that's the team that's chosen me, oh my God. Bengals started with a 68 overall. GG's. That dude is insane at rebuilding, man. I don't know how he winning games. All right, the Eagles, obviously you can't use them. The Falcons are not on the list. You love to see it, man. Julio with Matty Ice. They should have been had a Super Bowl once again. Another team that got there, but fell quite short. You know, we'll just leave it at that. No need to make jokes, okay? The Niners, one of my sleeper teams for 2019. Could you imagine being able to use this team? One of my favorite teams to watch because, I mean, they just have Sherman. That's my favorite cornerback in the NFL. They have George Kittle. Who doesn't like George Kittle? Joe Staley. You have Jimmy G. You have Quan Alexander. You have Eric Armstead. You have DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa. Bro, they have so much talent on the team. This would be one of my top 3 teams to use. Don't let that change your opinion. Just because I want to use them, don't be like, oh, okay, I want you to use who you want. No, it's whoever you want. I'm letting the people decide for me. The Giants. This is another team that yeah, I had experience with them firsthand as to just how bad the offensive line is, bro. Saquon can't do it all. He cannot do it all. As good as he is, he needs help. So that could be fun, trying to find, you know, linemen to help him out, you know, and try to improve the defense. 69, while it is a great number, it's not the number we're looking for if you're trying to compete in the NFL, you feel me? Anyways, Jaguars are not on the list. This is another team we can use. Imagine being able to use Nick Foles and win another Super Bowl. Bro, I have his jersey. If you didn't know, yeah, I got his jersey, boy. It would be fun to use the Jaguars, man. You already know what their defense can do. That's not even, come on. Telvin Smith, actually, he retired, but not in the franchise. So yeah, we get to use him. The offense, we need some wide receivers. That's one thing I know about this team. So maybe we can make some trades, you know, try to make some things work. That would be another fun team to use. The Jets are on the list, so we cannot use them. The Lions are also on the list. We can't use them either. The Packers, though. Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks ever, only having 1 Super Bowl. Bruh, I would be honored if I could help him get number 2. David Bakhtiari, Devontae Adams. So their offense is pretty much set as their defense. That's kind of struggling, even though they just signed Zadarius Smith, Adrian Amos. They have some studs. They might just need a little bit more. Maybe we can do that. Panthers are on the list as well. The Patriots are not on the list, but they have so many Super Bowls, bro. If you really want to see me rebuild the Patriots just because they lost Gronk, then hey, I'm all for it. Like, I'm keeping an open mind to everything. To honestly every team that's not on the list, I'll do whatever, man. Whatever you guys want to see. They don't really need me. They got Belichick. They got the best minds in the NFL. They got Stephon Gilmore, Edelman, bruh. Come on, yo, they don't need my help. The Raiders, C4 is already doing it. The Rams are on the list, so we cannot use them, unfortunately, man. The Ravens, though. Lamar Jackson. Okay, another young QB. They have Mark Ingram. They have Marquise Hollywood Brown. So much young talent. This is a team that it might take a few seasons, but I could definitely see them making a Super run. The Redskins are on the list, so we cannot use them. The Saints are not on the list, and they have what I would say is probably like the most, if not top 3 talent of the teams that we can use. Man, 85 offense, Breezes. He's getting up there in age, but he can definitely make one last playoff push, or not playoff push, one last Super Bowl push, man. They're almost guaranteed to make the playoffs every year. They just have too much talent not to. Michael Thomas, Cam Jordan, Marcus Williams, Marshawn Lattimore, Alvin Kamara, bro. The list goes on and on. So yeah, that team would be disgusting to use. Probably a little bit too easy. But hey, if y'all want that to happen, hey, let me know. The Seahawks with Wagner, Wilson, Lockett. They don't have Doug Baldwin. RIP to the Doug dance. It was cringe. It was very cringe. I'm so happy that it's gone. Like, I'm not happy that Doug retired, but I'm happy that the dance is gone, because when I danced, it looked awkward as hell. But he's leaving a great foundation, man. The Seahawks, year in and year out, as long as they have Wilson, they're going to be competing. They're going to be entertaining. So this is a team I would love to use, man. Chris Carson, you have guys like that. The Griffin brothers. Oh yeah, definitely a fun franchise rebuild team. The Steelers, though. The Steelers always going to be in the mix, just like the Seahawks, because they have a great quarterback. They have a solid number 1 wide receiver. Not even solid, just an elite wide receiver. Yes, I'm calling Juju elite. Hate it or love it. The underdogs on top, okay? I'm going to shine, homie, until... All right, let me stop singing. 83 offense, man. That's a team I would love to use. The Texans are not on the list either. They have Nuke. They have JJ, Jadeveon. They have Deshaun Watson. Maybe I trade Jadeveon. I know your Texas fans like, oh, relax, CK, don't do that. Hey, they're thinking about trading him because they don't know if they want to pay him all that money. But yeah, maybe we could trade him for some help on offensive line. Give Deshaun some more time. Bars, by the way. The Titans with Marcus Mariota. Who did they have backup? Ryan Tannehill. Yeah, you never know. Maybe I make the switch and put Tanny as the starter, and maybe that pushes them over the top, man. That might be a fun team to experiment with. This whole thing is an experiment, man. It's just one big franchise experiment. Like, I'm in the lab just mixing things together and seeing what works. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun rebuilding a team. But like I said, the choice is yours. I'm pretty sure I just went through all the teams that we can use, the 22 teams that we have to choose from. I'm gonna put the 10 teams that we cannot use back on the screen so you know which team not to put in the comment section. You're just wasting your energy if you put one of these teams because they are off limits. I will not be rebuilding those franchises, but 22 teams to choose from. Appreciate you for clicking on this video and helping me with this process, man. Didn't want to make this too long of a video. I want to get started though immediately, man. 4,000 of you guys voted, which is just honestly insane. If only 4,000 people watched it, that's fine. I'm gonna keep doing it. You know, I like having multiple different series on the channel. I do a lot of MUT, I do a lot of challenges, I do a lot of draft champions, I do online head-to-head, so why not add in a rebuild to do as well, man. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you cannot wait for the start of the franchise rebuild series, destroy that like button. Also, have a good rest of your day. And as for me,